Hello YouTube, this is the beginning of putting in a new stove project. The cinder blocks are 8 inches tall, so the time the stove's up on it, this is kind of a guesstimate. Eight inches puts us up to here, but you got to stick the pipe in there. So we're probably going to be lucky enough to be able to cut a little bit off this pipe. So we got plenty of pipe, because we're going to have to custom make it. We don't really want this angled, because when it goes out the wall, it messes up how the elbow goes on. This was pretty rusted, the bottom 3 sections and the elbow. Well, we burned it 2 winters. We're going to go into the 3rd winter. We sanded all the rust off, brushed it off, and this is aluminum metallic Rust-Oleum paint, and I sprayed it real good. I even sprayed it this direction so it would get up in them seams, and I soaked it. And it was dripping on the ground outside. That's how much paint I put on here. Had to fix my cap. Had a tree branch come down in the storm and smashed it. I got that all fixed. Kind of hard to see. I'll have a picture. That little pointy cap. Get all my stoves back in here in the way. We got to move some stuff. We haven't measured whether that'll fit on 2 blocks or not. If not, it might be across 3. We'll do something. We're going to try to find another pan. Ash pan. So when we do our clean out, we don't drop any coals or ashes down the cracks of the block. This will be coming out. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I know if I put it outside, it'd be ruined. I really don't have no room in my big shed. There's so much junk piled in it. But we really don't know what's going to become of this stove. This is the barrel I shortened 1/3 and re-braised the end back in. But this is the start of it. Don't know whether this will be a 1-part, 2-part. But this is the beginning. It's at the end of the day. It's dark out, nighttime. But stay tuned. We'll get this stove in here yet. We got lucky. Try to get in the light here. When we built this, we did measure it out. I'll point out that. And when I put this pipe on, I didn't want it at the top. I want the fire to roll up, then have to go up. This is going to give me 3 elbows. 1 elbow here, 1 elbow here, 1 outside the wall going up. So, hope it draws good enough. Got the fan back there rattling. Think about getting 4 more blocks. We're going to need 1 back behind for the clean out. So that leaves us 1, 2, another one over here to make 3, then 4, 1 behind. Kind of dark in here. See, I want one clean out. But I want these open this way. I want the heat to flow, the air to flow under this. The bottom of that gets hot. I had it on a board, but I wetted the board down when I was burning the paint off outside, and it did get smoking. So, hope that fan ain't too noisy. It's rattling back there. So we lucked out. We won't have to cut any pipe at all. So, that's good. So, on to the next part of the project. We'll have to get some blocks. They're only like $1 something a piece. I hope I can find the same shade, color, type. They sell them cheapy ones too. When you buy them blocks, get the good ones. These are what I was told was cinder blocks. It's potash from the coal burning plants. Don't get those cheapy concrete looking ones that are all rough, because they're junk. Just my opinion. These are the quality ones. These were on sale. I got at a home supply place. They were like $1 a piece when they was on sale. See how nice and smooth they are? That'll work pretty good. On to the next part. Next part will be daytime video. I'm done for the day. We got about a 2-inch slope going uphill to get out the wall. I I get some more paint, that's just leftover cans. It'll burn off eventually. You need to find something like that for the front, but bigger. We still want to put some blocks on the side to make that bigger, but then I lose some of my room here walking around the stove, so we gotta think about safety first though. I'm gonna take you outside and show you a close-up of the T-bracket I have holding the pipe to the building. Okay, that's just a plate. Can't tell you how big it is. It's a piece of T-channel. This is T-shape into the top of the T. Here's the strap that goes around it. Just whatever, mild steel, 1/8" thick, probably 1 1/4" wide. Here's where it was before. We're up a little higher because of the angle of the pipe. And when we took this down, we was able to pull that out. It did tweak the pipe up at the top a little bit, but in case you want to clean it out, next time I do this, I'm going to put a T on it. That was half plugged after 2 years. See if I can get, yeah, you can see it's T-shaped. But there's enough up here where this can pivot out to pull that off there. If I was going to make this over again, I would maybe cut this back at an angle, this piece, so it could swivel out. But I wanted the lock in here pretty solid. Okay. It does go uphill. I don't know if that'll show up. You can tell how the pipe, there's a gap now because it's going uphill and the pipe's out here, but it'll screw together because that goes in there about yay far. That's just a bunch of brown primer, gray primer, flat white, anything I had. This is some foil tape just to keep the moisture water out, and it will bake on there in the winter time. Under here there's some of that real heavy duty silicone like used for roofing that squirted under this ring, so that sealed good too. This is off of an old, they call it a low clearance overhead door. The panels are real skinny and these overlap, so I put these on here. I didn't have any rivet gun at the time, so these are all little bolts, but it worked good. I couldn't find a piece of galvanized metal anywhere in the city. I went around to contractors. You go to heating, air conditioned places, they don't want to say what doesn't, because then they don't make no money. But can trim some more tree branches. I already took one off. That's my vent. I have a video on that vent for my blower fan. Okay, that about covers it. Hope I don't get it too warm in here. About 74 degrees. Pretty cool this morning. Seems to draw pretty good for 3 elbows. But we have the clean out open, so we're going to close the clean out and see how it does. Well, the one on the pipe's about 150. This is about 150. I don't know if that'll focus or not. So it's pretty even. The heat from here to where the pipe is. I may put one on the top of the stove, but that's it. It's installed, ready to go for this winter. I just got a small fire, start out safe. I still have to burn this paint off. I'll have the doors open and the fans running and everything, but don't put it in your house without burning the paint off, because this hasn't been burned off yet. But thanks for watching the installation of the air tank wood stove in the workshop.